Hey, it's let's keep it real with Am. Let's go. Real talk, raw facts. We don't move slow. She cut through the drama like a blade to the noise. Southern Belle with the truth. Don't play with the voice. Hey, let's keep it real with Am. Let's go. Real talk, raw facts. We don't move slow. She cut through the drama like a blade to the noise. Southern Belle with the truth. Don't play with the voice. We talk fake friends, side dudes, heartbreak too. Baby mamas, baby daddies, nothing off the menu. She ain't scared to speak it, now she built for the flame. Say your name without say your name, if it's smoke, it's the same. Energy loud, teeth stay hot. Truth hit different when it land on the spot. So fix your face, don't flinch, don't scam. It's the queen of real talk, yeah, that's Am. Let's keep it real with Am. Let's go. Real talk, raw facts, we don't move slow. She cut through the drama like a blade to the noise. Southern Belle with the truth, don't play with the voice. Ay, let's keep it real with Am. Let's go. Real talk, raw facts, we don't move slow. She cut through the drama like a blade to the noise. Southern Belle with the truth, don't play with the voice.
Hey, Miss Sexy Ray, how you doing, girl? Hey, Robin, what's up, y'all? I'm back. Hold on, y'all. Let me try to get it. Let's see. Okay. You sure can't. Boy, you can't. Okay. What's up, Mika? What's up, Sabi? I see you, girl. Terry down. Let me read this copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Baby. What's up, y'all? Come on in. So we finna talk about two ladies, one in Louisiana, one in Alabama, who were both arrested for spanking their kids. One of them, the black lady. Let's get into the black lady. Let's see. This makes me question. So it says, this is her. She's in Louisiana. Let me see, did I share it? Okay, I did. And it says, another mother arrested for whooping her child has parents questioning discipline in their homes. A Louisiana mother is facing felony charges after police say physical discipline crossed the line into abuse. According to Monroe Police, 33-year-old Kiera Swenson called officers around 2:49 a.m. to report her 14-year-old son had ran away after she caught him smoking weed in the house. She admitted she hit him with a belt before he fled. Officer Roy Wood later found the teen and brought him back home, but the situation reportedly escalated the moment they walked inside. Police say Swenson yelled, "I'm going to beat your ass," then swung the belt at her son several times, striking his shoulder and coming close to his head. The officer had to physically step in between them. Even after being pulled back, she allegedly kept swinging and later grabbed the teen by his hair and pushed him again. Officers documented Officers documented bruises on the boy's arm and back and believed to be from the belt. Swinson was arrested and then charged with aggravated domestic abuse battery, a felony in Louisiana. The case is now fueling a larger conversation. When does discipline stop being discipline and start becoming a crime? So y'all see this lady right here, she was jailed for chastising her child about smoking weed. She hit him and she did what my mother would have done. I'm so confused when it comes to this system. See, it's the system fault too of why these kids are like they are, because these kids, if you hit them, if you discipline your child that came up out of you, that's your blood, you know, you can be charged for it. So this is probably 50% of the problem that we having right now with kids, because we cannot do nothing to them, right? Because if we do, what? We get charges on us. Do y'all think the law should change about this? Because maybe if the law could change, we can somewhat get our kids back in order. These kids know we can't really whoop them for real. I'm saying free her. What was her name again? Let me see. Kiera, free Kiera, baby, free Kiera. And so this one right here is the white lady in Alabama who her child.
Oh, you're shit. No, you're not fucking sorry. Because if you were fucking sorry, you would do this stupid shit to begin with. You would make extra work on everybody else in this house because you won't clean up after yourself. Because you don't do what you're supposed to do. Do you understand me? Ow, 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 ow! Get up! Get up! Yes, ma'am! Everybody else is saying fucking policeman to your goddamn work while ago, and she run off down at the fucking neighbor's house. Oh.
So the brother that's in there walking, he recorded it. Thank you, Lakeith, for that super chat. I appreciate it. Hey, Kimberly. So he reported it. What he did is he sent it to an older brother, and the older brother put it on social media. This lady, Nicole Staples, here in Alabama, she lost her job, and because she was a teacher or whatever, so she lost her dog. She said the dog looked scared. Hey, Spicy, she lost her job and everything, y'all. So then it goes back to the Chicago situation, where you got a bunch of disrespectful alley kids fighting an adult and her kids. See, if we can't discipline our kids like we want to, that's what happens. How they act, do you hear me? How they act is what happens. So thank you for being a member for 14 months, girl. So when is the system going to let us discipline our kids? Okay? Yes, when are y'all going to let us discipline our kids? We're losing our kids because we can't do nothing with them. And it's just like this with me. If I cannot chastise a child that came up out of me, and y'all think that y'all can do it better, then take them away from me. My mama whooped our tail growing up. I ain't lying. My mama shoot. They talking about this. Hell, my mama used to get a extension cord and stuff. Shit, have weapons, child. That when my mama used. When I was younger, when I was 5 and stuff, my mama used to hold my legs upside down and whoop my tail. I couldn't wait till I got bigger and she couldn't do that no more. And I made her start chasing me around the house. She would have my brother and my sister catching me to whoop me. By the time when it was time for us to get whoopings, y'all, when it was time for us to get whoopings, I was the last one. My brother always was the first one. I was the last one because by the time she got to the last person, she was tired. Mind y'all, it was 5 of us. By the time she got to the last one, she was tired. Girl, my granny would grab anything and beat my ass. You hear me? I'm telling you, switches. You have to go find switches and everything. Hey, Rira. Hey, Joanne, you got to go find everything. Pick up whatever. I remember one time my sister Ashley, when we first moved here to Alabama or whatever, we was teenagers. And my mom was telling us about boys, and because they was hanging out at our house, and she was telling us these boys ain't gonna be hanging in our house or whatever. And my sister Ashley said, it don't matter what you say, because what you say going in the ear and out the other. Girl, my brother had a boom box. My mama grabbed that boom box and threw it at her. Then we were like, dang, that wasn't good enough. Ashley got out the way. She grabbed my brother's steel-toed boots. And me and my brother had to grab her and hold her back. She was about to kill her. Then she called the police and told them to come get her up out her house. She got to go. She don't care where she go. My dad wasn't here to say today because he would have been mad. But the police came and they stuck by my mom. It was like, if you can't be out here disrespecting your mom, she's your mom, she could whoop you. No, they was all for it. But now, child, these kids. And this boy here got whooped. The white boy got whooped because he didn't do his chores. And that is consequences to when you don't do what your parents tell you to do. You're gonna get handled. I mean, damn, if we can't do nothing, to them, they sure will, Sexy Ray. If we can't do nothing to these kids, then how are they supposed to be chastised? What are we supposed to do? This is what's wrong. This is part of what's wrong with these kids now. 2 women, y'all. Now, we just seen those Chicago kids cut up, right? On an adult and their kids and her kids. And we seen that the parents didn't take no accountability or nothing, right? We understand where they getting this from, right? But then you got 2 parents that actually beat their kids' tail for what they was doing. One smoking weed at 14, the other one didn't do their chores or whatever, and they beat them and they go to jail. Now, this is the kind of world we live in. What type of sense does that make? What sense does that make, y'all? That don't make no sense. So I did a video. I want to let everybody know that I did do a video on the white lady yesterday, and I compared it to Chicago, what happened in Chicago, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play it. Hey y'all, it's Let's Keep It Real with Am, and I'm back. And today we need to break down 2 situations that have the internet talking. One in Mobile, Alabama, and the one that was in Chicago that I've been talking about all this week. So both involve kids, both involve adults, but the reactions are completely different. All right, let's start with the Mobile situation. So Fox 10 News reported that a Mobile County teacher, Nicole Staples, went viral after a video came out showing her disciplining a young boy. In that video, she's seen yelling at him for not finishing his chores, using profanity, hitting him with a belt multiple times, and at one point pulling him by his hair and picking him up by his hair.
No, you're not fucking sorry. Because if you were fucking sorry, you wouldn't do this stupid shit to begin with. You wouldn't make extra work on everybody else in this house because you won't clean up after yourself. Because you don't do what you're supposed to do. Do you understand me? Ow, 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 You know what? Get up! Get up! Now, everybody else will say fucking please do your goddamn work while ago.
Okay, y'all. So I just wanted to put that video in there so y'all can hear it. I didn't want to actually show y'all the abuse because I don't want to get flagged. But y'all get it. Y'all hear what she's saying and y'all hear how many smacks. Now, let's be clear. The law stepped in. The school stepped in. Here are the consequences that she is facing. She was arrested. She was charged with willful abuse of a child. She was fired from Cottage Hill Christian Academy, and she is set to go before a judge for a bond hearing. So this isn't something that got swept under the rug. This is something the justice system is actively handling. Now, before I compare these two situations, let me say this. I'm not saying pulling a child by their hair is okay. And I'm not saying slinging a child is okay. Those parts cross the line, and that's why she's in trouble. But the reason the situation started is because a child was not listening. A child wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. And she attempted to discipline him and end up going too far. Okay. Now, let's flip to the Chicago situation. A whole group of kids jumped a pregnant woman and her children. These weren't toddlers. These weren't babies. These were kids old enough to understand right from wrong. And they chose violence. Those kids had no fear. So let's compare. In Mobile, we have an adult disciplining a child, and yes, she crossed the line and she's facing consequences for it. The law is handling it, the school handled it, and the system moved quickly. Now, mind you, this was her child. But over there in Chicago, we have a group of kids out here acting like they never been corrected at home a day in their life, beating up an adult woman and her kids. You know what I'm saying? And nothing seems to be happening. I know the mother says she's gonna press charges, but we need to move quickly with these kids' punishment or they mother's punishment. Okay.
Yes.
Those kids, those parents have not taken fully accountability because the girl that came on here that said, her mother made her come on and apologize. That apology was fake. It was crocodile tears. And I don't think that she actually meant it. And I actually think that she was the ringleader. She was not being a follower. She had people following behind her. She was the ringleader and she was the bully. What the mother/teacher did went too far, and she's facing the legal consequences for it. But also, kids today are out of control. They have no respect, no fear, no boundaries. And we clearly aren't seeing enough real discipline at home because hence those Chicago kids wouldn't be out here attacking adults if there was some type of discipline going on. At the end of the day, discipline is supposed to teach, not traumatize. But the complete absence of discipline, that's what creates these wild, disrespectful, violent, terrorizing communities. We can fix behavior, we can correct children, but we can't keep pretending that the streets aren't raising half of these kids because the adults have stopped stepping up. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts is in the comment section. What do y'all think about the Mobile teacher being charged? And how do you feel about the Chicago situation? All right, y'all. This is all I have right now. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. So as y'all see, I did a video on it yesterday, and I compared it to the Chicago situation. Those kids are out of control, but then you have this mother here and the one in Louisiana that actually deal with chastise their kids, and they in jail. For the life of me, I can't make this make sense. I cannot make this make sense. Everybody is jumping on the kids in Chicago for what they did to that mother. They could even be. Do anybody know if anybody even been punished for that yet? What is the consequences for what they did in Chicago? Why is it that adults got to have consequences by chastising what came out of them, but then these kids just gonna walk around and do whatever they want to do? What kind of world are we living in? We need new laws when it comes to these kids. They are not scared of nothing. They have no natural affection. They don't fear authority. They don't fear adults. They don't fear any of that. Yeah, before I let a child whoop my ass, you gonna get the hell out of my house. Now this is to the extreme right here. Now let's see. Now I don't agree with this. Now, damn it, hold on. Let's see. I don't agree with this. It say, mother accused of beating 14-year-old son to death for not doing his chores. Now, I don't agree with this. This was in Seattle. A Seattle mother is in jail on suspicions of murder after police say she beat her 14-year-old son until he died because she was angry he didn't do his chores. Police say 29-year-old suspect called 29-year-old with a 14-year-old called 911 around 2:15 p.m. Thursday from the family's home. It reported her 14-year-old son went unresponsive while she was spanking him with an extension cord. Oh, Lord. The teenager was taken to the hospital where he died. The boy's mother was booked into jail for murder. Police say she beat the 14-year-old for an hour after he didn't complete his chores. A police report alleged that the suspect told investigators at one point she shoved her son against the wall and he struck his head, went limp and fell to the floor. She allegedly waited 5 minutes before calling 911. The assault happened over an hour on a 14-year-old child. Extension cord struck his head, lost consciousness as she continued beating him, and then failed to call for emergency service, said Christopher Anderson with the King County Prosecuting Attorney Office. The suspect refused to appear in court for a bail hearing Friday afternoon during her public defender, Zelina Jones, argued for her release from custody. Jones said the mother is in grief at the loss of her son she is accused of killing. I know of the seriousness of these facts, but this also involves a mother losing her son and significant trauma she is experiencing from that. I also argue there will be additional trauma on top of that if she is incarcerated. Jones said the judge sided with the prosecutors who asked for a bail of $3 million. Prosecutors say that they expect the suspect will be charged in the case by Tuesday. Wow. Gosh. Now it did not take all of that. It did not take all of that. She wanted to hurt that boy. She shouldn't be out because she wanted to hurt him, because it did not take all of that. It didn't. Extension cord, I agree, is taking it too far. It is. I agree. Miss White. Thank you, Miss White. She said the Bible say, "Do not withhold discipline from child. If you punish them with the rod, they will not die. Use the rod to save them from death. I say, call the law on me. You can have them, feed them, clothe them. I put fear in mind." That's what I was basically saying, Miss White. That is basically what I was saying too. Something happened to me like that, but my mama went to jail. But my mama went to jail behind it. She did. Your mom, where your mama at? Cause she be in here. She whooped your tail like that. She said, "I'm so grateful my son didn't give me any trouble. Thank you." Yes. Yeah. Well, my son's something else, but it ain't never gotten that far. We got threatened with extension cords, but it was never used. We did. My mama did not play the radio. She used to beat us with extension cords. Now, my brother really used to get it, but I have gotten whooped with a extension cord. And to this day, she'll say, "I ain't never whooped you with no extension cord. You barely got whooping." She ain't finna own me. She ain't finna own me. But my mama did not play with us at all. So, now I don't agree with extension cords. I don't. And y'all know what else I don't agree with too? Oh, I'm so happy I'm live so I can show y'all. I do not like this TikToker right here. Let me show y'all her because she be doing the most when it comes to her. I don't care how your mama was. Ain't no way in the world I would be coming onto the internet talking about my mom like this. I don't understand. These kids is a different breed, y'all. Look at this. Oh, they took her sound away. She must was. I think her family is reporting her because I know that's what she was saying. Hold on. What? This girl here.
Children are not a blessing from God. They are the direct result of fucking. Unless you were battling with fertility, there's no way you can convince me.
She be talking crazy, y'all, about her mother. Oh, y'all, this I don't know why. I guess I can't see it.
My mother lost custody of her kids in 2012, okay? What I find disrespectful, since everyone wants to call me disrespectful for telling the truth about my life, my upbringing on the internet, I find a 19-year-old having 3 kids disrespectful. I think that's highly disrespectful. And if you seriously think I owe a 19-year-old, well, she now like 43, a 43-year-old who had me at 19 respect, you're insane. Like, I don't understand. And the amount of parents that are in my comments or DMs feeling like I'm talking about them when I don't even know y'all is crazy. That's a shame. Like I said, teenagers do not need kids. You're hurt and you're mad because you think I'm talking about you when I don't know you because you made very poor decisions. Someone said that parents are supposed to provide house and food. And even if it's Section 8 and food stamps, that's what they're providing. You're still getting it. If you need Section 8 and food stamps to feed and house your kids, you probably shouldn't have fucking had the kids, period. Like, what if those programs were not there? Now what? Like, y'all need to stop. This is, mind you, this is coming in the same month when the government was trying not to provide food stamps for people. And you're saying at least you got food. Something is really wrong with y'all, and y'all do not want to take accountability for your own actions. And that don't got nothing to do with me. Like, I really wish I could cuss everybody out in the comments that be saying stupid shit, but I can't. But y'all are insane. And then all the pages reposting my video, and then you don't tag me. Then you reposting it, and then you putting your own caption and getting paid for it. That's weird as fuck. And I'm reporting you immediately. My mother,
yeah, this girl here is something else.
For kids in 2000.
She talks about her mom. She laid her mama out. I was trying to Let me see.
Y'all, they keep reporting my page, so I just made a backup page so y'all can follow that.
Let me see if her. Yeah, they keep reporting her, but she's she ain't get no butt whooping when she was coming up, because if she did, she wouldn't be doing all of this.
God is not going to pay for your child care. God is not going to watch your baby. Okay. We just had churches screaming about and hooting and hollering about buying baby food for a child. I never said that a child being born unto parents cannot be used by God. I don't understand why people listen to videos for 2 seconds and then comment books in random people's comments. I feel like if you're going to comment it more than like 5 words on somebody's shit, you need to watch the whole video so you can know what you're talking about. Like I said, comprehension is key. Okay, everything good is from God. Girl, this isn't Sunday school. This isn't church. That's not what I was saying. I explained that children are not a gift from God. They are a direct result from having sex.
Wow.
Point blank, period. And then you're saying that the children may not be a gift to the parents, but they can still be a gift from God. Does y'all do anything to shift accountability? It is insane. Like, y'all are skinwalkers at this point. But like I said, when parents are crying on the internet about not being able to afford childcare, not being able to find childcare, when they're stressed out and can't feed their kids, I promise you, they're not going to just sit down and say, God, help me with this, and it's going to be done in 2 seconds. A lot of times they're fucking struggling for a long time to get some assistance. It is what it is.
Y'all hear this, lady?
Only reason y'all are still having children you know you can't afford is because the government is there to bail you out every single time. If you were not allowed to add additional children to your Section 8 or your food stamp applications and or able to receive WIC for any kids that you did not initially have when you first applied for government assistance and got approved, y'all would stop. What I mean by that is, let's say you have 2 kids, you apply for food stamps in Section 8, and your benefits reflect 2 children. And the government says, that's all you got from us. You already can't do it yourself. We're going to help you. But if you have any more kids, that's on you. So let's say you get pregnant with a 3rd child. You apply for benefits and you're denied. And the government says, oh, you couldn't take care of the other 2, so why the fuck you having more, right? So now you have 3 kids, but your benefits only reflect 2. You have 3 kids and you can't get WIC to feed that child, that newborn baby. You can't afford those $40 cans. Okay. Let's say, oh, you have a 3rd kid, but your rent is not going to go down just because you had another baby. You're keeping the same rent.
This girl here get on my nerves. She just, I don't like the way how these kids is in, baby, they just feel like they can, say whatever. Hey, Hattie, say whatever. Like, to me, they just ungrateful, spoiled, rotten, entitled, all of that in one. Okay? All of that in one. So yeah, we got them 2 ladies. I hate they in jail. Free Nicole, free Kiara. Everybody hashtag free Nicole, free Kiara. They was just doing their jobs as parents. But what we want to know what's going to happen to them Chicago kids. Y'all arresting parents, but what's going to happen to them Chicago kids? What we going to do with them Chicago kids is what I want to know. You changed me. You're right. I think a lot of that starts early on when parents give kids too many options instead of making firm decisions. I agree with that. I didn't even see you change me. Where's she? Oh, said Miss White, but guess what? I have witnessed a parent call the law on their daughter. She was 16 years old, and the officer came out and they didn't do nothing. Fear doesn't work with every child. Yeah, that's true too. That is true. They don't. Like them kids, sometimes they don't care about getting whoopings. They don't care. These kids here don't fear anything nowadays. These kids don't fear not a god doggone thing. Not nothing. Okay? Nothing. Not nothing. Not Nathaniel, okay? All right, y'all. I just wanted to talk about that. Okay, that's all I wanted to talk about was talk about these parents getting locked up for being parents and chastising. Because if I catch my son smoking weed, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, ooh, I don't even want to think about that. And my son just turned 15. You know. All right, y'all. That's all I got. I will talk to y'all later. I may come back live again. Um, it's something important that I want to talk about. I might start doing late night lives, y'all. As y'all know, I'm not working right now, so I may be doing late night lives. Hey, Lolita. And I might start tonight because some people still be up, be wanting to be entertained. So I might start doing late night lives, like around. Well, I call it late night, but it'd be about 9 o'clock or so, um, or whatever I might do. I'm not for sure, but I do want people to share this on their YouTube channel or on Facebook. I want to push it out so I can get out the algorithm over here. I can start getting new supporters to come and support, um, and subscribe to my channel. So, yeah, you catch a replay, Lolita. Lolita, what was you doing, girl? What was you doing, girl? Was you cooking dinner? Mm. Hey. Oh, watching Power. That's back on? All right, y'all going over there to Lou Pot Live and watch, talk about Brianna and John Dan, what they got going on. And sometimes as parents, we don't even know what our kids do outside our home. Sure don't. You ain't never lied. Because I heard mine cuss like a sailor when I ain't around. What about y'all's? He can't do it in front of me, though. Say, yo. Oh. All right, y'all. I'm finna go. Love y'all. I'll be back later. Maybe. Bye, y'all.